So Duck Camp Apparel Company, it's been a long time partner of mine in the hunting guide world, and now is officially a sponsor of this podcast. And shout out to the good folks over there. Company started in Austin, Texas. I've been working with them for a long time. They just make amazing gear, and it's a cool company. It's a cool group of guys and gals that are just doing a little bit different, and they're making really, really high quality gear. You've gotten to try some of their stuff for the first time this season. What'd you think?
I was surprised. I mean, they're breaking into the Northwest, I guess would be a good
national brand, but definitely a presence in the Southeast and Texas.
So it wasn't a brand that was like a household name, growing up here in Oregon. But I mean, obviously, I'll try anything to see how it performs. And I was really, when I was in Idaho this year, I was super surprised. And I don't know why I should say I was surprised, because you had some really good things to share about the company, but I wore the same pair of pants for almost 10 days over in the backcountry, and most of the time I come home with other brands I've worn and different things. Pants are pretty beat up. Like, I can pretty much rack up a pair of pants in one hunting trip. Not only were they comfortable, but they held up. And that was a really, like, most companies have comfortable stuff. I was just shocked at how good a condition they were in after I'd spent hours crawling around in the rocks and different things and hiking through brush, and we were in the snow, and they just functioned really well, and the cut was right. Like, I have, my quads are pretty big for my height, and like, it's hard to sometimes find an athletic fitting pair of pants, and it just really well. And like this merino hoodie I'm wearing right now has become just about my favorite, like, mid layer that I just wear around every day. And I just have been impressed with the way things have fit and the way they've held up. And I think that's the key part right there, is how a lot of companies figure out a way to make stuff fit well, but they don't make it last.
Yeah. I think one of the things I really like about Duck Camp is that all of the stuff they make is just really intentional. Mm-hmm. And they've got, every bit of the quality that the other big camo companies have. Mm-hmm. They got merino, they got, rain gear, they got all the things, but they just do these little cool things on all their gear where it's got the right pockets and the right places and the right zippers, and nothing's underbuilt, and it's built to last. And it's just got a little bit of a cool factor, right? It's not one of the big name brands, and you feel like you're a little bit of an outrider wearing it. And they got cool camo patterns. I think this one is, really neat for the Northwest here. Yeah. Fits in really well. They got another Midland camo I wear, hunting sheep in Southwest, Western Texas region. That it looks, look at some of the pictures, you can't even see me.
I really like that Midland camo pattern, especially for those desert hunts and, anything that's fall.
Yeah. And then they make just a lot of, like, the merino you're wearing, just like a solid color, just great, outdoor apparel, but you can wear it every day and not feel like a bozo walking around town, like me wearing camo all over the place.
Yeah, I prefer solids. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I just have always preferred either a flannel or a solid or whatever. I guess I've just had a struggle with the camo culture a little bit sometimes. So yeah. I like that they offer everything just about in a solid.
Yeah, and they've been a solid supporter of, a lot of great things for a lot of the years, and just great group of folks over there, and kind of mixing up an industry with a few big players. So it's fun to be a part of that.
Yeah, I like it not being one of the big players that we see all the time in Sportsman's Warehouse or Cabela's. I think that's really cool.
Well, it's kind of fun. You go on these big Western hunts and you run into a few guys in the field, and they're wearing like one or two of the other big name camo companies, and it's like head to toe, just kind of out of the box. Like, sweet man, you went to Cabela's and you got ready for the hunt. And you're out there, you got something a little bit different. It feels kind of cool, Well,
I'm telling you, the less put together the hunter looks if he's in the backcountry, oftentimes the better hunter he is.
Yeah, he might be dangerous.
Yeah, like Mike. Like, he'll be wearing like this ratted up, like, merino shirt that looks like a hobo's wearing it, yet he's probably one of the best, hunters I know.
Well, we're going to get Mike some Duck Camp gear, and he
doesn't have to look like a hobo.
Look a little sharper, a little more trustworthy.
Sorry, Mike.
A little warmer maybe too.
Anyway, well, awesome.
Yeah, thanks to the folks at Duck Camp. You can use the code WR Podcast for 15% off anything on the Duck Camp store. Again, great gear, great people. You won't be disappointed, and you'll do something a little bit different that'll set you apart from the rest when you're out hunting and fishing.